most of the game. Maybe can chuck a Locket in the build. Feels pretty good against Rumble MF.
So.
Yeah. Won't be the Halo Blades Poppy for Vista, going for Aftershock.
As much as I do give DCG credit with their creativity, they are often not the greatest at purchasing items.
This might be a game here where if you're 665, you play towards the bot lane for an early gank rather than mid. He does just early gank mid every game, but if you can blow just Marble's cleanse, you don't even have to get his flash, and he is level 6 without cleanse against an Ashe Leona, I don't see how you're supposed to survive as the MF. It's a lot of work for Vista to do to keep him alive. Ashe, super strong level 1.
Evi's here.
Forrest is hanging out.
This is what we saw last time as well.
Yeah.
Evi was, last time was Twisted Fate, last split.
Oh,
now Vista getting focused down. Feng trying to find something onto this Poppy. One more auto attack will do it, and that's first blood. He's going to go down. But how much time can he waste? That's really what's important here, and he is certainly wasting time.
Yeah. I think Forrest had just pre-skilled his E on the Vi there. I think that's a horrific mistake. If you are dragging your top laner down here to defend your bot side, to take E on the Vi here, he's not going to get any of this.
Yeah, he might have got one of the small ones. He did.
And yeah, God bless 665, because this is what you should do every game with the Lilia. This is the strongest level 1 jungler right now. Forrest steals away the big raptor, but a bunch of the small ones go to 665. They're not able to zone the Vi away, unfortunately.
Yeah, so well done by Forrest to be able to pick up that big part of his camp, but still both junglers will be level 1. And
yeah, and Forrest skilling E here, honestly, even Vista skilling Q already is pretty questionable on the Poppy. Evi does, skill his E here, might take that in his lane anyway, but that is the correct spell for him. Everyone else just has the wrong spell on the side of SoftBank for a level 1 fight. Kind of questionable. Vista loses his flash, but Feng uses both sums. Hard to read how that's going to affect the spot lane. As Ashe can be very vulnerable without these summoners.
You'll see if Forrest can make his way down there to punish that. I think that's really what we need to look for.
Yeah, going to be clearing his top side for now and looking for an invade, I think. So if he does invade, it's just going to be 665 swapping to the bot side. That actually favors Forrest because he did get the big raptor, and we'll get the raptors on 665 side of the map.
Taco, though, actually with priority up on that top side, because Evi was at the play down on the bot side, we'll be able to scout out where where Forrest was. 665 is just going to walk up to his raptors. Color me surprised, Yone is low on health at the start of his lane phase.
Yeah. Does have to pop his health potion Cruscada, but yeah, we see Yone in this position very often, and Dasher's mana is getting pretty low.
Yeah, very low in fact. I think Cruscada has enough health now to just face tank everything.
Yeah.
Which you will have to, because you're the melee champ, and looking aggressive here onto Dasher. Takes a lot of damage, but we'll heal it all back.
Yeah, this Orianna skin looks like he's popped that red potion, but I don't think he even has access to that if he has taken it on the Orianna.
Yeah, that's a level 6 thing.
Forrest going to pick up the bot crab, and he's quite ahead on this clear. Can they make a dive happen? Feng has no sums and might be cut off from getting back to his tower here. Though Forrest is going to need help. He can't 1v2. Evi,
almost finding the trade, but now he's really struggling against 665, and without flash is going to be taken out. It's going to be the second kill of the game here. This one going over to 665.
There's a deny on the Leona.
They are trying to deny, but I'm a little worried. Feng gets jumped on. He has barrier, but no flash available to himself. Vista looking for that stun, but unfortunately not quite got the range, but they still will find that kill. Cruscada teleporting down the bot play now. Going to miss out on a bunch of minions in the mid wave, but he's going to make up with it, just clearing out the bottom side.
Yeah, I think that was a really big crash for the side of SoftBank, just based on the XP on these bot lane champions. So, going to be a big wave picked up by Cruscada that would have otherwise gone to nothing, and Feng will be able to get something in the mid lane. As look at the CS between these ADCs. That was a massive wave that Feng was unable to pick up. 665 losing PvE a little bit here. As a much better start for Forrest. Still has his flash too on the Vi if he wants to make another visit to the bot lane. And yeah, this is what I expected. SoftBank did have to bring their bot lane up, otherwise Vi is in danger of dying. Vista with this counter pick denies the engage, and then they kind of fake that they're backing away, and it baits Feng almost into walking up and getting hit by that Vi Q. Forrest feels really good about not having to commit his flash there.
Nasha, too damn clean with it. Not going to get knocked up there, and much better start of the game here for SoftBank in this second one, as they are finding themselves ever so slightly ahead. The 2 kills onto Marble is a much better look for the start of this game.
Definitely, and Vista kind of recognizing the way DCG play maybe is just sitting in this bush to protect his mid laner. Has a lot of prio, does Dasher, so wants to be able to play aggressively in this lane and not worry about a Leona or a Lilia showing up.
Yeah, and look at the Misfortune priority down on his bot side.
Yeah.
Just forcing Feng away from this wave. Not going to be able to be allowed to get to those honey fruit either, as he has to be careful now. Marble going to find yet another double up onto him.
No barrier available for Feng. He's a auto Q from this Misfortune away from death.
Yeah, look, I've seen Misfortunes in this position before. Less than 30 minutes ago. Just one shot the opposing AD carry.
Yeah, it was Marble on the receiving end last time, getting some revenge onto Feng, who has a Vamp Scepter but isn't going to get much uptime on these waves. Maybe has his flash. Can he use it effectively here?
Oh, able to clear out that wave just was Feng, and is still very much scared. I mean, trying to look for that recall, and it seemingly will be okay for him to get it off. But more minions going to go to waste, more XP not going to be picked up, but the other side of the map, Taco looking aggressively onto Evie, does find a reasonable trade, but loses his ult importantly. As Walker actually makes it back, so he's going to be able to walk with his AD carry to get back into this lane, which is very important. Oh, Feng. Suffering. This is a fantastic start from SoftBank, and this is exactly what you want to see after how disastrous Game 1 went.
Yeah, it's almost a role reversal. DCG do have a little more going on for them. 665 managed to pick up a kill onto Evie. Is going to get these Void Grubs and potentially dive this Rumble again, but here's the Equalizer.
Equalizer comes out. Now Sleep is available. That Lusting Lullaby, but it's Evie trying to turn it around. 65. He should just need one more Q. Not going to be able to find it. He doesn't even have the mana for one, I don't believe, as Evie's going to escape.
Yeah, Evie gets out there and gets the Lilia ulti to boot.
Vista trying to flash after. That Buckler is almost going to confirm the kill, but it looks like 65 might have just created enough space for him to actually run on out of this situation. Now Taco has to be careful because, yes, Rumble is low, but Vista probably just takes you out.
Yeah, Vista made a nice play there to burn the Lilia flash, but goes for too much using his own flash there and Ignite. You'd love to use that on this Ashe now, who is getting an opportunity to get back into this game.
Level 6 now.
Yeah.
Watch for Feng sending out ults from this bottom lane.
Yeah,
he's been very good at doing that.
Yeah, been insane with these Ashe arrows, Feng. Not a champ he's been allowed to have very often. Off to a rough start this game, but kind of bouncing back, honestly.
Yeah, I think the most impressive game we had out of Feng was almost overshadowed because of the amazing game that Cascada had at the same time. But Cascada was very fed as the Zeri, if you remember. But it was Feng coming into that late game and securing the win for them, finding really, really good team fights, just kiting like an absolute beast. And
yeah,
I mean, he's going to have to find his way back into this game because Marble, he has all the marbles.
Yeah, should be just much stronger this entire game on the MF, and you can put a lot of pressure on this Ashe. That the Ashe can't really realistically, put equal pressure onto the MF because the cleanse is there for Marble, and DCG have been unsuccessful in getting this cleanse off of the MF to make life for their bottom lane a lot easier.
Yeah, 20 CS advantage for Marble.
They're still walking over all the vision of DCG. Needs to check these bushes. Nice dodge. Oh, Marble.
Hold on. Marble being looked at. He lost both sums. We said it's going to be hard to find, but DCG, they use the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and I imagine a follow-up almost immediately from Orca. Feng is going to go down, but importantly, can he give this kill over to the support? Yes, he can. Cease and desist used there by Forest, but Orca may be able to make it out. Vault Breaker comes through, though. This should secure the kill, and it does.
Yeah, ultimately it's 4 sums used to pick up the MF, and SoftBank's jungle and support are able to clean it up.
Oh, hold up. 665 in a lot of trouble here. Is he able to turn it around? No, he is not. And fantastically played by that support and by that jungle of SoftBank, find themselves even more ahead now.
Yeah, we'll see what happened to Marble here. He's just trading way too aggressively without his team there. Does see Leona on a ward as well. It just gets flashed on. Well played by DCG. Cleanse lost by this MF is honestly the biggest deal here. Dasher is inventing new Orianna combos in the mid lane. As Frescata's going to appreciate being able to TP back to the lane where Dasher is not.
Yeah, that's actually very big because it's the Yone that's supposed to be suffering at this stage of the game, but he's going to be able to get back to lane, get that wave pushed in, maybe look for something on the map. It might open himself up for at least one play, and just that little amount can actually result in a turn of this game. So we'll see what Frescata is able to do with it, but for now it looks like he's just going to start getting himself some more gold.
Yeah, getting 2 plates in this matchup as the Yone is ridiculous, and that to me just means Frescata is completely outplaying Dasher so far. Orianna, as you said, should be winning at this point in the game because the Yone will be much more impactful in a side lane.
Taco finding a nice trade there up against Evie. Does have dominance available to himself, and Forest not quite with that cease and desist means there's no real threat coming back towards him.
Yeah, and I like Vista spending a little more time in this bottom lane with his very strong duo, Marble, though almost caught up as Feng, at least in terms of items.
Evie teleporting into this mid lane. They're giving priority back, and they should be able to pick themselves up these 3 Void Grubs.
Yeah, feels horrible anytime you've got a Renekton locked in and you cannot get early Void Grubs. Not because of Renekton using it, but just because of how strong he is in these fights early on.
Yeah, Evie
finding 665.
All right, cease and desist coming out. 665 does have flash available to himself, but he's not even going to be able to use it. He just gets completely annihilated. And SoftBank, they're doing well to pull the trigger at the right times, and they're punishing these missed positions coming through from 665 and from the bottom lane in particular.
Yeah, and I think it's 665's turn to suffer on the Lilia. If you cannot get your Zhonya's in time, the Forest doesn't have backup here.
Yeah, flashed on, and he doesn't have that backup. Now he's got to try find his way out. Frescata might just get himself a shutdown. No, it does go over to Taco, but DCG, I mean, they're down a jungler. They still contest these Void Grubs, and they come up trumps.
Yeah, it's off the back of Frescata gaining an advantage in the mid lane again. Dasher, I think, was just in base there. Coming out of base, so a mistake from Forest to do the Void Grubs with his mid laner in base. You get why he felt like he could, just because the enemy jungle was dead, but yeah. Frescata, without really any help from his team, kind of taking over this mid lane.
Yeah, but it is still SoftBank who are in the lead. Although that lead is going down bit by bit. Frescata flashing away very, very low. Can Orca and 665 get him out? I mean, now it's Orca that's the focus of everything. Looks like he's actually able to get up. No, the flash does answer it back, and it is Dasher who's able to pick that kill up.
Yeah, it looks a little scary with the Poppy E coming out there, maybe pushing him out of the Orianna flash QW.
Oh, and Feng got solo killed.
Yeah, just solo kill on the MF again. Feng is the one aggressing here, but there's a Bloodthirster finished on this Misfortune. Sure, he has barrier advantage, but it doesn't even look like he has ulti on the Ashe. Holds it to interrupt the MF ult. Not good enough for the Ashe to win that 1v1.
Was awfully close, all things considered, but well played by Marble. He keeps both his sums. Feng losing out on that barrier now is going to make this lane much harder for him.
Yeah, surprising that Feng goes for that play without his flash and the cleanse available for the MF. Misjudging his damage, probably not used to being this behind on the Ashe. One of the strongest laners in the game.
Yeah, just some antics level 1. The series that we had last time these two teams went up against each other, it also kind of felt like every game was just decided level 1. And this game, while it was, roughly an even trade, first blood for Feng, but dying and Marble able to start in his lane.
Yeah, and both sums, right? Both sums used by the Ashe was punished heavily by SoftBank's jungler. Forest doing much better this game.
Yeah, I mean, everyone.
Feels like Forest is a jungler who does really well when he just has some direction for how he should play a game. He sees an Ashe with no sums, he knows exactly how he wants to play out the game and does it well. And Dasher going to be picking up the first tower, actually, despite taking a lot of damage on his mid lane tower.
Yeah, and Evie going to be able to use that equalizer to pick himself up. That entire wave top. How fun and interactive is that ability? Now, possible Rift Herald fight. We have Frescata up here already, wailing away at this top tower. And Taco with teleport if he wants to join.
Yeah, 5 Void Grubs helping Cascada out here. There's a SoftBank on the Rift Herald.
Yeah, Taco, he's found himself a teleport flank though, but everyone collapsing on him on the side of SoftBank. There is a blast cone, and Orca's found his way here onto Forest. The lockdown is there, but it's not there good enough. There's no follow-up, and now it's actually going to be Orca who's looked at, and Orca has just been completely one-shot. Cease and desist on the other side is 65 trying to find his way out, and here comes the Fate Sealed. Evie getting so low, the bullet time is hitting nothingness, but it's Vista with that Poppy ult that's getting everyone away. All of DCG scrambling to get back into this fight. They no longer have ults available. The flash forward onto Cascada. Cascada trying to find the damage, but he's not going to have it. That sleep's not going to be good enough. 3 members now of DCG up against all 4 of SoftBank. They're trying to protect this eye, but Forrest is going to be able to find his way into that pit if he so chooses. Taco, he is so strong. You see him full HP. There's so many suns down on the side of SoftBank. Vista looking for the stun, but won't be able to find it. On the other side though, Forrest, he gets that Vault Breaker. He gets the kill over onto Feng, and Taco loses a lot of his health. Now 65 trying to kite away, but again is just completely destroyed. Misfortune just doing way too much damage at this point of the game, and DCG not choosing the correct fights. SoftBank capitalize.
Yeah, and it's such a long fight, and honestly it comes down to DCG make more mistakes than SoftBank, as it was just a team fight full of mistakes. Orca engaging there, no one on his team following up. He goes down immediately, and then Forrest also fails an engage here. Look at the Orianna ult that comes out here. Hitting absolute air is Dasher because he doesn't combo well. Same deal with the MF, the Poppy ult actually knocking everyone out of the MF ult there. As yeah, it looks like SoftBank just kind of have to bail here, but nice play by Forrest to follow up Vista. Pretty much Vista the only person really playing this team fight well alongside Marble. So the bot lane of SoftBank just doing so much work in this fight. Evie doesn't have Equalizer this entire time, and it looks like when Vista wastes his Poppy W here, DCG take that as a cue to wait 1 second. Taco backs off a little, so does 665. Poppy's a free kill without the W, and it feels like they should be able to pick up more kills there, but we don't see how Feng goes down off to Forest. Monster game from this Vi.
He just walked up and he was trying to trade with Marble, but Forrest was behind him, sitting in that tri-bush for so long. Was able to come out, and Feng just couldn't go anywhere. Completely annihilated. And look at the gold. It's SoftBank that are firmly in the lead. 3K. Now, this is not an insurmountable gold lead like the last game is, but it should be a golden lead that is good enough. Again, we have another game where 5v5s are going to be very impactful, but DCG, they actually have a side lane threat in this Yone.
Yeah, and they've taken the lead in towers, at least for now. There is the Rift Herald not available.
And look at those noodles.
Where's the Rift Herald?
Ah, they didn't get it. The eye never got picked up.
Right, okay. That sucks. They lose their bot tower now. And yeah, the Yone, as you said, is just going to be a constant threat in the side lane. The team fights are going to be a struggle for DCG. Now, Evie on the Rumble has about as much gold as Feng on the Ashe, so they've kept this Rumble behind also, but Rumble just feels so much more useful down these resources. Orca loses half his HP. Has Warmogs finished, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't have that extra gold that you need nowadays.
Oh, he doesn't even have the HP. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, all the more reason, I think, to build Locket these days, but...
And this is a possible third dragon. There's no contest coming through for DCG. And so, 5-minute timer, really, on this game, where it can just be blown wide open by getting that Ocean Soul.
Yeah, and as we've said, DCG are going to struggle in these team fights. So they're going to have to find a way to get a dragon. Equalizer doesn't look that great from Evie, doesn't hit the whole wave.
Yeah, a lot of damage onto that top tower by Taco. And Taco sitting pretty at 2-0-1. Is a definite threat in this game, but the rest of the team just so weak in comparison to their counterparts on SoftBank.
Yeah, even this Poppy feels scary from Vista. He's been very aggressive on this champion, and
Orca got Dash's flash.
Well. Yeah. Yeah, I did not see what happened there, but very freshly used flash by this Orianna.
Yeah.
Forrest going.
Oh, yeah, but now with no ultimates available on your Ashe or on your Leona, it's SoftBank's time to play aggressive. Not able to find anything yet, though, as Marble.
Oh, the nerves of Steel to hold on to his cleanse there.
Cascada, he was so low, but he's gone back in, and Forrest has just been sniped away.
Forrest completely out of position. They've already used all their spells on the side of SoftBank. You have the Orianna Vi combo. You get the Yone flash with it, so you got to just give up on the fight there. When your cooldowns are back up, go for the next target. Go for the Yone again. Won't have flash this time around, but
yeah,
oversafe for us.
Able to get back in, get that ult onto Forest. It's enough lockdown for the damage to come through, and it's an important time now where there is less members on the map for SoftBank. Means it's a time that DCG can get some gold into their carries. Feng sitting at 2 and 5. Really having a rough one.
Yeah, this was a nice play initially. You don't hit as many targets as you'd like with the Vi Orianna combo, but this is fine so far, and we'll see how long Forest hangs around here. He just goes for this ward without his team anywhere near him, really. Poppy is so good at denying these kinds of engages that it feels bad to not have Vista alongside you there as the buy. Nice pick, and I think it was a shutdown. I wasn't paying attention to how much his shutdown was worth on Forest.
Yeah, but importantly now, Seeker's Arm Guard available for 665, so this is going to be more durable, less likely to be a focus in those Vi engages, and he is actually very close now to also having his Zhonyas, so we'll have one usage, shall I say, of the Seekers before probably having just the full Zhonyas available.
Yeah, having that needlessly large rod is encouraging, means he will probably just have it.
Forest going aggressive once again onto Orca, but Cascada's here. He does get grounded, does get stunned up, and he is going to have to go back, but he's not going to be able to get there before he's taken out. It's the cross-map ult coming through from Feng to try and deny any further play, but that's 2 people going down. It's Cascada, who does have teleport, but Orca as well. And now it's an opportunity, I would have thought, for SoftBank to look for this Baron, but instead, they're just focusing down this mid tower.
Yeah, I think it makes sense to take some towers if you're SoftBank. You don't have the fastest Baron in the world, though it's not the slowest either. And it's Vista making a monster play in this game, as he has been. He's been playing out of his mind on this Poppy and picks off the flashless Cascada there.
Yeah, able to get him taken out before he's able to snap back.
Yeah, Marble is the same level as the enemy top laner.
Yeah, and Taco is no slouch in this game either. Yeah,
he's not weak. 2-0-1, 200 CS on the Renekton. It's just that this MF is that fed.
Marble truly in a position to take over. Dasher just building full damage, going for a Shadow Flame as his second item, and actually has that item now finished up. Will also get the Blighted Jewel to make work towards either the Void Staff or the Crypt Bloom.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see the Shadow Flame, but I guess he was just so ahead on the Orianna that he can get this finished before any meaningful magic resist comes out from the side of DCG. So I don't hate it. As long as he can get this Void Staff and SoftBank can keep this pace up.
Yeah, they're looking good. 1 minute until a potential Dragon Soul for them. Heavy being looked at by Cascada, and that's the damage that a Yone can do if you're left 1v1 against him.
Yeah, nice chunk onto Evie. Should make you feel a little bit better about taking this dragon fight in 50 seconds, but Evie with TP means it's probably not going to be that impactful. He can always just recall and TP back.
Which he is doing now, and Feng will be able to clear out this wave. Ultimately doesn't have the Triforce that he's building towards. Not even particularly close to it, in fact.
Yeah, meanwhile, this MF is looking monstrous for Marble. A lot of CC on his team. Not as reliable as something like a Rel might have been, but I think Vista has justified taking the Poppy over the Rel this game and proved me wrong.
Kind of been the carry, at least in my eyes, thus far.
Yeah, straight up 1v9.
Now,
there he goes. Look at him.
Yeah, he's finding his way onto Cascada yet again. Cease and desist, but Cascada gets the ult off, and Cascada got the ult off onto Marble, who was so much about damage. S65 finds a 3-man sleep. He goes golden. It's a nice ult once again from Vista, but what can DCG do? Nothing in the face of Marble, who finds a fantastic ult for himself, but Feng kiting and Taco is so strong. He gets the stun, the slows are coming through, and DCG are fighting back. Now teleport available here for Evie. He recalls, he's going to be full HP, but what can Taco do? He can do every damn thing you need him to. The runaway now, Orca might just have to commit his life. Going down, Vista chasing after Taco. Taco is so much of this gold. He also has teleport. He can look to come back, look to defend this dragon, and somehow the fight's even, despite the advantage SoftBank were at.
DCG playing out of their minds to make this fight even. Evie does not have flash here. He cannot get this kill.
Just being annoying.
Yeah, and it is Cascada outplaying in this team fight, quite frankly. You have to hold the Orianna ulti here. Yone picked into Orianna often because of the fact that he can buffer the ulti like that. Nice find from 665 here, but nice Zhonya's from Evie too. He actually manages to get out of this situation, which looks very scary for him. Flashes away so that he can recall and TP, and I think ultimately the mistake is made a little bit later by Marble, who doesn't play patiently enough. He feels how strong he is. On the Misfortune is about one auto from killing every member of DCG, but still should wait for his rumble there. Vista,
yeah, he's
just walking face
there
first.
No one sees this has come through onto 665. The ultimate there from Feng does go wide, but the smite from 665 is good. And Forest now trying to find his way out. The equalizer's nice from Evie to delay any further push into the face of SoftBank, but it is the Dragon. The Soul won't come through just yet. DCG able to stop that one.
Yeah, and what happened there, because they used 3 ultimates on the Lilia, and 665 is full HP. Equalizer, Orianna ult, by ulti, and 665 just smites the Dragon and walks out.
Yeah, it didn't even Zhonya's.
Yeah, I want to see a replay on that one, because someone messed up royally on the side of SoftBank, I think. Unless this Lilia is just that tanky. Does have some resists in the Negatron Cloak and the Zhonya's. Now Zhonya's finished for Evie. Dasher kind of did lose a little steam.
I hope that SoftBank just slow it down, wait for your ults to come back. You are still in a leading position. You should be able to win this game. You're constantly going to have pressure around this Dragon. It doesn't matter you lose one. But DCG, the last couple of fights have looked good for them. Feng starting to do damage. He has his 2 items as well. Only half an item behind now from what was a really bad position he was in earlier.
Yeah, still the evidence of that bad position in the 2-level lead that Marble has somehow. Yeah, massive game for him on the MF so
maybe
far.
caught out. Forest finds his way onto Leona. The Enchanted Crystal Arrows, though, it finds its mark yet again. Forest stunned up, does get the cease and desist, but the snapback will be there for Criscado. Taco fighting the damage. That's 1 kill found early on in the fight for DCG. They even confirm it with a second as Taco gets locked up by that ultimate there through Dasher. Only just 665 going down. Orca, yes, he's very low, but has the Warmogs.
Yeah.
And it's another fight in favor of DCG.
Yeah, the engage starts on Orca, and he manages to limp out on 1 HP somehow. Vista, again, that fight, honestly, playing out of his mind. And yet the MF and Orianna ultis just not feeling like they do enough damage right now to get through DCG, who are clawing this gold lead back. Picked up the Dragon, they denied, we didn't even pay attention to that. They denied the Soul, I didn't even realize.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I mean, that should have been a much more difficult fight for them with the state the game was in, but now the game is honestly not that bad. 2.5 minutes until the next Dragon fight. Again, DCG have to fight every Dragon, and SoftBank can torture them a bit by threatening to do Barons every time the Dragon is up. Will kill this Baron very quickly. Leandri's on this Rumble, Void Staff coming on the Orianna, as well as just a 3-item MF.
Yeah, things still looking good for the side of SoftBank. It's just getting one team fight the way you want it. Taco, they need to know where he is at all times, because he's very, very strong here. 5-0 on this Renekton, and this might, if they do end up winning, be the first time we ever see Taco carry on this iteration of DCG. Yeah,
the new iteration of DCG has had Taco taking a backseat. How long is he willing to sit on this flank? He's done with it now. SoftBank need to be a little more thorough with clearing these wards. They've just left a pink ward there. Possible TP flank later for Criscado or Taco. Both these champions use a flank very well in the Renekton and Yone.
Forrest now getting to work on his Randuins. Nearly finished up is that item, and that'll be very good at dealing with both the Ashe as well as the Yone.
Yeah, armor on that item. Feeling good against the Renekton too, though he doesn't crit himself. And 665, I will say, is doing a little better than Forrest on Lilia, but not by much.
No, yeah, it's... Both Lilias have looked a little rough around the edges. It's a very non-665 champion.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't like to kite. He likes to go in. And
that's true. He does like to fight at level 1, though, and Lilia's very good at that. Forrest does finish his Randuins.
They did try that this game.
Yeah, they did. And 665 holding this midway for his ADC.
Terminus third here for Feng, and he's got his 3 items online, so still staying within the game.
Yeah, and if you look at Yone items, if you look at Ashe items, this game's not looking that rough for DCG anymore.
It's just the dragons. Yeah. The dragons are always going to be that thorn in the side. Marble, he gets hit randomly by the ball, but does have cleanse.
Yeah, not much else. Oh no, I'm wrong. He's against a... this is not the MF of last game who only had to cleanse a Lilia ulti. He's got a lot to cleanse this game, so would like to hold on to that spell and avoid easily avoided damage like the Lilia E. As SoftBank are just gonna hit this.
Yeah, I mean, Ashe, probably the best champ in the game at discovering this, but this is getting absolutely melted. The bowling ball comes through, lands onto Vista, though you're not gonna really care about that. Cascada trying to find his way in, everything landing, but it's all onto Vista. Everything has come down. I mean, we don't have Equalizer, but we do have a Baron here for the side of SoftBank. Soulfully does go wide as Taco trying to find his way in the fight. Orca has, but Orca is all alone. It's a trade. The support going down. Forest flashes away. Feng is going to be able to secure that kill alongside 665 and all the burn damage that Lilia has access to. Now these bowling balls are coming through. Vista looking aggressive as the Make It Rain coming down. But the kite away from DCG should be enough with the Ashe, with those volleys coming through. Vista finds a massive engage, and Feng has been one shot. Now Cascada trying to find a way back in, misses out on that ult, and it's a double kill. The damage coming through from this misfortune is going to lead to a triple kill. It's 4 members now of SoftBank, all with Baron, trying to find play in this game. The Baron taken, the Dragon likely to go as well, as the teleport from Evie is all but to secure it.
Yeah, the only thorn in the side of SoftBank is they don't have their jungler here, but I'm pretty sure Marble is about to kill 665 in 2 auto attacks.
Yeah, 665, Vista around here. It is going to be him going down. Orca trying to get here to save his jungler, won't be able to do so. And so Ocean Soul and Baron now on the side of SoftBank as they look to claim game number 2 for themselves.
Yeah, SoftBank finally set up a fight where they can actually use this very strong MF to her full potential, and you see how much Marble can do, picking up a quadra kill with that kill on 665 off the end there. And the start of this play, Cascada's very late because he was hitting the dragon, trying to just quickly kill it. Look how many ults they use onto Vista here to try shut him down in these fights, but he walks away, full HP. Forest just kind of sends it here to stop the follow-up on the Leona engage. They pick up Orca as a trade, and Forest almost getting out too. The Orianna ult leaving a little to be desired here. Taco still has GA up at this point, but at some point, Vista just decides it's time to kill these guys, and SoftBank all turn around. Remember how strong they are in this game, and look at that. Yeah, ridiculous. Flashed immediately out by Taco. Nice flash from Evie to follow up. And look how much damage Marble does to Cascada, who E'd back at about half HP there and still dies to the flying MF auto attack.
Now Ocean Soul and Baron push in favor of SoftBank. 30 seconds left. Hold up. Evie, though, he might be caught out on the side. Equalizer comes down, but he's taken out. He's not even able to get that. Zonya's off. Forest as well, limping away.
Oh, he actually didn't have Zonya's. Look, it's about to come up now. Evie, uncharacteristic mistake from this guy, honestly. Usually a rock for his team who does not make these kinds of mistakes.
Oh, aggression though. Feng is going to be absolutely one shot, but what does it matter? Drowsy, the sleep comes through, and Cascada trying to find the damage as well as 665, who flashes away from the bullet time, but the bullet time catches on to the end of the snapback as Marble. He's trying to do the damage here. It's Taco and Orca. Orca's going to get eliminated, and Marble just kiting as Vista's 1v1ing 665 up in the top side. Taco with nowhere to go puts down that pink ward, but is absolutely clapped by Marble.
Yeah, and I think we're going to start seeing some MF first picks in this series because this champion has just looked unstoppable anytime it is picked now.
I mean, look how much this champ heals. Is going to be able to get away.
Yeah, a very strong champion, the Lilia, just not really being showcased in any of these games.
Now, Feng was taken out very early. He does have access to his ultimate here. Evie teleporting to the bot side, and Vista just delaying 665 over and over again, not allowing to look for that recall. But Feng back on the map. Cascada very soon to be as well, with teleport available to himself. The Fate Seal too. Is there a flank ward? It doesn't look like there really is, and so should just be these towers and then an escape. But the Baron does go down. Alder now in 3.5 minutes. Baron in 2.
Yeah, SoftBank decide to not take any inhibs there. I think that was a decision they made. Interestingly, I think these inhibs would have still been down for the Baron spawn or the Elder spawn. They could have only taken one inhib, I think, had they concentrated on one. And you just see Marble is just straight up putting this game on his back. Cascada finds a really nice pick, but they can just take out Feng so easily. With the Vi, you just pick a target, kill it with the Orianna behind you.
Look at the damage, man.
Yeah, Vista contributing more damage than Ashe in that fight. Feng just not getting to play this game.
Yeah, he actually got one shot. Like, actual one shot.
Yeah, I think he maybe got a couple autos. He still did 1900 damage.
Did he?
Yeah.
Damn, what a beast.
Kind of impressive considering what that fight looked like from Feng's POV.
Oh, 5 item MF.
Yeah.
6, I guess. It's just boots of the caveat.
There's a Q that takes half of Cascada's HP off.
Yeah, that's essentially a dead Yone. Gonna have to go back to his fountain to get that health back, as bot lane inhib as well as the mid lane inhib are going to be taken out. Final fight of the game, most likely around this Baron as the ult lands. All the CC coming down onto Evie. Can Cascada find his way in? He's found it, but it's only one ult, and it's only onto Evie, who's just been locked up this whole time. Now he is going to get taken out. The bullet time, maybe not as good as you possibly wanted. The 2-man knockup comes through, but the season desist is going to be the answer. 65 does get this on his off, and Dash is taken out. Thing, he's able to get away though. Marble is that carry, and Marble reigns supreme. This misfortune is causing so much trouble. Only Thing taken out. It's now a 4v3 if DCG can get back onto this map. But how can we deal with this misfortune? I don't think you can.
Yeah, it's a 3v4 for SoftBank, but they're just stronger. This MF feels like she's worth 2, maybe 3 champions. Vista plays the start of this fight pretty well, just running in front of his stunned rumble with his W up. But look at Marble in this fight, just untouched, not really touchable by the side of DCG.
All back to live. We've had some teleport flanks by the looks of things as Cascada is back here on the bottom side, but Marble is just going to be doing so much damage. One more auto attack should do it. He gets the shield off, does Cascada, but it's not going to matter. Down will go that mid laner of DCG, and that is a big cooldown timer as the Baron has spawned, and SoftBank can just recall and hit straight there.
Yeah, they can even do it faster than that if they want to. They do recall jungle and support, so they will walk there. They did have Dasher's TP. And, I mean, the bright spot for DCG in that last fight is that Marble did use his flash to finish Feng off. Well played by Feng to force that out of this misfortune. But you got to find a way to kill this Ocean Soul. Life sealed up MF. He's just looking like a tank on this champion.
Yeah, now Marble does not have flash, has his cleanse, so is going to be able to cleanse out of some instance of CC, but the carries for DCG do not have summoners. There is a flash available for 665, who could maybe look for a massive ultimate, and that seems to be the only way they could possibly find a way back in as we look at the gold graph. Marble is so far ahead of everyone else that it's not even worth talking about anyone but him.
Yeah, and honestly, just keep your eyes on this MF. I think DCG, they approached the last fight pretty intelligently and managed to take out some members around.
Comes out, but Marble going to be able to keep his cleanse. It doesn't land on him, only the slow. If he gets hit by an Ashe ult, but that's just another big cooldown now that's going to be off the side of DCG's Rift. Now, this tower probably taken down. Equalizer comes through. This could be the third and final inhib taken by SoftBank as they look to try and put an end to this game. Orca is so low there. You see him just taking so much damage from Evie on the rumble.
Yeah, maybe fishing for something as forced Vista. Whiffs his ult.
That's an ultimate now down. Won't have that knock up, that certain amount of setup for Marble on this misfortune. Cascada has that Q3 available. Watch out for him. He's found his way onto Forest, but Forest is going to be completely fine. Too tanky on the Vi at the moment. Feng trying to find damage, but Marble walking towards him means he's just going to have to walk backwards. That's a bowling ball connecting onto Marble, but no trigger will be pulled. He pulls it here, but Marble's going to be fine. Marble can still wail away at this damage. Evie flashes away, and Taco trying to deal with 2 people on the bottom side of the fight. One Nexus tower is taken out. The season desist, and Feng is gone, but we found a massive engage. DCG, that's 2, that's 3. Can they find a 4? Cascada wailing away at Forest. I don't know what's happened, but DCG, they've turned the fight around. Elder Dragon's going to be theirs. Vista will take down Orca, but should be found not long after as he's actually working away on this Nexus. Vista flasher, he's dead. He is dead. Somehow DCG off the back of Cascada and a magnificent ult able to find that team fight win. Now Taco, has he got what it takes to defend here? Cascada looking for this Elder Dragon. Only Taco to defend. Dominus not available.
I'm worried. No one is spawning for a long time.
This game's over.
This Renekton can't actually defend. Yeah,
Oh
once you
my God.
Once you take 3 inhibs with a Baron, it is just over. That is the most hilarious way for that game to end.
Yeah. It looked like it was all SoftBank the entire time, and then DCG find one team fight and lose because of it. So, hey, color me surprised when DCG games don't go as expected, but well played by SoftBank. Marble in particular played so
And Vista.
well, and Vista. The bot side truly dominating their lane, truly dominating that entire game. I think one mistake the entire time from Marble, getting caught at the end there by Chris Carter. But aside from that, just a flawless performance.
Yeah, had to commit his ulti to finish off Feng on the Ashe there at the end, and you're just a sitting duck for the Yone ulti there without your flash on the MF. Don't know what happened to the rest of his teammates, because that was a 4 or 5 man Yone ulti, which shouldn't really be happening in the enemy base. You have someone